Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here. I just wanted to make you another video. I think in yesterday's video I was talking about my grandmother and how she had to have her leg amputated. And I saw her having to change the batteries. In this video, what I'm going to talk about is how to survive a rattlesnake bite. Because basically in Arkansas, where I'm from, they had lots of snakes, rattlesnakes, copperheads, water moccasins, king snakes, grass snakes, and the three that I mentioned before were especially poisonous, and so you didn't want to get bit by a snake. You can tell if a snake is poisonous if it has a really big head, because it has all of the poison like in its jaws. And so if it bites you, then you'll get the poison in you. And you don't want to do that. And so one time, a friend of either a friend or a relative came to visit my grandmother. And she was talking to us about snakes, and she said that she had been bitten by a rattlesnake. She said she was climbing the fence, and then when she got down at the bottom of the fence, a rattlesnake was there and bit her. And then we were like, well, what did you do after you got bit by this rattlesnake? And she said that what her parents or somebody had done was they had taken a chicken and killed it, and then put the chicken heart on the wound. And I thought, well, how does that work? And then so I actually looked it up on Google, and it says that basically what happens is the heat from the chicken, it was saying take a chicken, kill it, cut it in half, and put the dead chicken on the wound. And what happens is the heat from this chicken would actually draw out the poisons. So it is a proper remedy for getting bit by a rattlesnake. I mean, I don't have any chickens. When I was growing up, we were on a farm, so we did have chickens. So I suppose that if any of us did get bitten by a rattlesnake, I suppose my grandmother could have got a chicken and killed it and put it on the wound. But I hope that never happens. And I just wanted to discuss that in this video. And I was thinking about it because, like, if you get bitten by a rattlesnake, you might not have a chicken to kill. So I was thinking you could actually put a compress on the wound, because the idea is to draw out the toxins, draw out the poisons, and the heat would draw out the poison. So if you don't have a dead chicken handy, maybe you can use a compress. I'm not sure. But, you know, in the UK, we don't have rattlesnakes natively in the UK where I'm living now. The only thing they have is an adder. And I don't know. I have seen an adder before. I don't like snakes at all. And, but I think if you get bitten by an adder, I don't think that's going to kill you. You might get a little sick, but it won't kill you. But rattlesnakes, copperheads, and water moccasins are very dangerous animals. And so basically, if you get bitten by one of them, you need to get medical treatment. But as I've said in my previous videos, I didn't get any medical treatment. I can recall seeing a doctor one time my entire childhood. So that's just something to think about. And this is just a home remedy for getting healing a rattlesnake bite. I'm sure it would work with a copperhead or a water moccasin as well, but I don't want to be around any of those snakes. They make me ill. And I can't. In the UK, people have snakes as pets, and when I was in the military, people had snakes as pets. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why anybody would want a snake as a pet. They're not like dogs and cats, you know. Okay, so I've said everything that I have to say about a remedy for a rattlesnake wound. You can either take a chicken and kill it and put the chicken on the wound to draw out the toxins. Or if you haven't got a chicken handy, maybe a really hot compress. That might help too. I don't know. I haven't checked it. I was just thinking that, like, if a chicken would be a good remedy for a rattlesnake bite, maybe a hot compress would be too. But the best thing to do is to go to A&E and have them treat the rattlesnake wound if you've got an A&E. But living in the U.S. is different from living in the U.K. because in the U.S. you have to pay for your medical treatment. A lot of people don't want to pay. I've heard stories about people who needed operations desperately, and they held off on those operations until they were 65 because they could get like free medical when they were 65. And so that's terrible that people are not getting operations that they need because they've not got insurance and they've not got money. And I just heard something that my boyfriend was telling me that Trump is called a halt to, I think it's called Medicaid. So that means even more people are not going to be getting the medical treatment that they need. So America is supposed to be such a fantastic country, but how come people are not getting much needed medical treatment? Any civilized society would give people medical treatment, and America doesn't do that. So that's a subject for another video. But this channel is about my personal experiences and not about politics. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. And I look forward to making more videos for you in the future.